welcome to Team Building Exercise Season 2. Yeah, Jack, Rob, and Coach made it through all the factions, and they still came back for more. So this time, they're doing elite lists. I wouldn't want to play any elite people, but what do I know? Oh man, Elite Asterians are the next list to be profiled. Space Elves? Oh, those stuck-up...
Welcome to another team building exercise. This time we're doing the Elite Asterians Season 2. And with me, I'm Rob, by the way. And with me is...
Jack.
Yes. And...
Coach.
There you go. We're here to do the Elite Asterians. This list is, some might say, not very complex. But we'll go through it. We'll start off with Jack, who's going to go through his list, and then we'll see how close me and Coach. It's like a new contest to see how close we get to Jack's list.
Yeah, it's not like who could come up with the most original. Let's forego that and let's just all do the same thing.
Yeah, there's not much variety, but I think where life gives us lemons, we can make ourselves some Asterian lemonade.
Yes.
Asterian lemonade.
Space lemonade, big deal.
But it's elite lemonade.
That is true. Okay, so barring any interruptions, I think I'll just jump right in.
Georgie's all tuckered out, isn't he? He's not going to interrupt today.
No, he's in his cage. He's out.
Okay. Well, then let's do this. Of the multiple choices for an elite Asterian leader, I chose Nemrath.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Jack?
Yes, Georgie.
I don't know what to do anymore. I'm so sad. I really want to know who died.
Who died? What?
Yeah, the last winner chicken dinner episode of Deadzone the Podcast. The bagpipe music. There was a funeral going on, and I just wanted to know who died. I'm so sorry, Jack.
I was unaware that that goblins held similar burial rituals to us.
Scottish.
That they would understand the significance of bagpipes. That is a shocking.
Right in the middle of that episode, that bagpipe was so loud. I thought it was the Big Country song from the 80s.
Sad. I started crying, and I couldn't finish watching listening to the episode.
It was a trash episode anyways. You didn't miss anything, Georgie. And no one died. That was just someone warming up for a big party that I attended. I had a great time, and it was lovely.
Oh, that's wonderful.
But thank you for your concern.
Yeah, I just got really upset.
Well, in the future, if any tragedies happen, I will try to avoid letting you. I'll break it to you very gently.
Yeah, and personally, I think it was Rob's fault that I cried because you guys could have filmed it another time.
We had to make sure that E-Rock got his prize notification. He's a friend of yours, isn't he, Georgie?
Yeah, well, I don't want to talk about it.
Oh.
There was a little problem, but I think we're okay now.
Oh.
What? Oh, that sounds like a story.
Should we ask? I'm not sure.
For another time, Georgie. I'm afraid we have a show to produce here.
Yeah, well, I don't want to tell you, but it has something to do with him and his comb.
You mean like the brush for his hair? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, like the comb he uses for his hair.
Oh, okay.
That comb, that he gets a workout. That thing probably fights on a 2+. It's got to.
Jack keeps trolling eBay for it, but it doesn't pop up.
Yeah, Tyler has no chance. He survives on 9s.
Oh.
A physically impossible thing to roll on a D8.
Yeah, well, unless you get exploding 8s, you could air him up.
Okay, well, maybe someday we'll hear the saga of E-Rock's comb, but for now, we really do have to get to our lists, Georgie. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, no problem. I still hate you, Rob.
Oh, I accept it.
That turned dark.
It's you know what's funny? It turned dark, and I hear Jack laughing even harder.
Yeah, well, I like Rob more than Tyler, so.
Well, there's that. That's good.
There is that.
Excelsior!
And he's gone.
Whew.
So, Jack.
Yeah, I was led to believe he was securely in his cage.
He's a tricksy one. He sneaks out.
You know what? Double locks with a padlock, and I did a sheepshank knot, and it doesn't matter anymore. I don't even know why I bother.
Whew. Okay, shake it off. Get back in the zone. Come on, Jack. Come on.
Think
Focus.
what's
Okay, I can produce content while bagpipes are playing loudly, but I cannot force my way through past a Georgie.
I thought it was an episode of Braveheart, a remake of Braveheart going on.
Okay, so team building exercise, the award-winning team building exercise.
Yes.
So the team that I built for Asterian's Elite List, I started with Nemrath. He's all right. He's all right. Tactician 2, Recon 3. Those aren't too shabby. His stats are.
Hey, Jack. Before we go on, would you like me to read a splat while we go, or before we all go into it? Because might as well.
Sure, if you would like to. Yeah, address it for the audience. There's only one, so it's not like someone's going to be. Not
that I wanted to interrupt you, but so the balance is all. Spend an army special result to re-roll any number of your remaining command dice. It's very kitschy. It's got like a shtick to it. And when I first read it, I was like, this is terrible, but it's not bad. Listen, if you have a splat and you have a roll like. You have a combat army and you roll 5 shoots. This might come in handy.
Yeah, even after reroll, sometimes you reroll and you get like tons of splats again or something. You're like, oh, damn it.
Or you're like, oh, I got 3 shoots. I want to reroll them, and I get 3 shoots.
Yeah, this is a little helpful for that, but yeah, it's whatever.
And my thought was in crunch time, mid round, and things change.
Right.
They get in close combat before you expected it, and all your shoot dice you were so proud of about 2 minutes ago are now useless. It's like a last ditch. My only problem is the fluff for him. It says, oh, he's been in millions of battles. He's a brilliant tactician and all this stuff, and it just seems the mechanic is the exact opposite. That it's kind of like he's lucky, or he falls ass backwards into it rather than. But yeah, it's not situational. It could be used, and it could be a fun one of those things where you roll and you go yeah, and your opponent goes, oh god, I thought I had you.
Yeah, but you know what though, I think it could have been like the one in the Mars Attacks, the Martian beta. They have the one where remember, I think we picked it. The guy at the beginning, his splat, any splat you get, you can say right at the beginning of the round, okay, I'm going to change these 3 splats into a move, shoot, and an extra dice. Like you have to. That was the is it the one follow me or die, something like that? And if you don't use it, one of the guys dies.
Yeah.
Around. Yeah. That might have fit him a little bit better since he's such. He knows what he needs, and he's such a tactician.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Like every splat you use, you can change a die or something.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know what though? Hey, listen. Anytime you get to re-roll dice, it's good, man. So this is one of those, not competition wise, but it's like interesting fluff wise and interesting game wise. Like for a friendly game type deal. This is pretty good. It's not terrible.
No, it has potential for a fun, like one of those explosive random things
Right.
Yeah.
Or the other way. It might screw you up.
Exactly. You could have been better off if you had just left well enough alone.
But if you re-roll and get a splat, I guess you can re-roll that also. Right?
You have to re-roll another die, though, so you're losing a die every time.
Right. That's not terrible.
No, that's not terrible. There's worse ones for sure.
Yeah.
But what if you're desperate and you go, okay, I got 4 dice here. I'm going to re-roll all 4, and they all come up splats.
Then you just re-roll. You get it's re-roll 1 die at a time, isn't it? You get to re-roll any now.
You use 1 splat to re-roll a splat. So you roll 2 splats to re-roll 2 splats.
Yeah, it would just be a bad situation if you kept rolling splats. You'd eventually run out of dice.
Yeah.
So, Jack, what's the rest of your army at like?
There he is.
We're still doing that?
Yeah, Taskmaster's back on. Let's get this done.
Okay. 3 VP, 30 points. Since he's the only option, let's not dwell.
That's right.
Tactician 2.
Yeah, he said in Recon 3, which is Recon 3 is the best in the game.
Recon 3 is good, yeah.
Yeah, in Tactician 2, Recon 3, you can't sneeze at that. That's what you expect in a good leader. I follow it up with 4 marionettes. At
you love those marionettes, boy.
You know what? They shoot on 5s, fight on 6s. They're not
they're not vulnerable.
They're not vulnerable, and no armor. So they're not great, but I played Plague, and I would kill for, shoot on 5, fight on 6s. That's standard for me. So other people might balk at that, but for me, that's like, okay, yeah. 10 points each. Then I took 2 ciphers, which are also troops. Now they're a little more shooty. They shoot on 3s. They've got Construct, Vulnerable, and Toxic Smokescreen. Just standard Asterian stuff. Now we're starting to get into their flavor. 1 armor, and they're at 15 points. But for some reason, 2 VP. I don't know why they need the 2 VP. I don't think they're that good.
Well, on a 3 shoot and a 15-point troop, they move 1-2. They got Construct and Toxic Smokescreen, which is the 2 positive, but Vulnerable is the negative. That's like a standard thing. I think, the standard troop, you get a, there's an option for it. So a marionette or a cipher, he's the 2-point guy. He's the more expensive of the 2. So,
And shoot on 3 is good. On 3 is
very good. I mean, you can't get, it's better than a Pathfinder.
You get into that 5, the range with the, because they've got a range 5 with the no rifles, then they can really do some damage.
Yeah.
So those are my troops. So that's 4 marionettes, 2 ciphers. Now I have 3 specialists.
Which specialists are you choosing?
Yeah, since cipher specialists are also troops because of Nemrath's, I guess that's just his je ne sais quoi.
I like that. I like that the fact that the elite list can let you take usually he's a specialist, but now he's a troop. Like he unlocks that. I really like that a lot.
But the options for specialists in this list are 1. So
right, but I'm saying that like an elite guy, like if you wanted, you could take 4 cipher specialists as troops with the troop tax. Then you could take one of the 2 specialists. You know what I mean? Or you could take 3 cipher specialists to unlock the Sky Razor. You're not limited to only 2 troops. I think that's pretty cool.
I do too. And I think we've just dipped our toes in with the elite lists. Each faction getting 1, maximum 2. I think that's going to start getting wilder and wilder, and imaginations will flourish, and there's going to be the possibility of some really interesting elite lists taking things that you can't possibly do otherwise. But yeah. So the 3 Black Talons, I've poo-pooed Black Talons before in our. If everyone wanted to get in the Wayback Machine and travel back to when we did the Asterians, I still, for this elite list, I think it works for what I wanted to do. But I can see why if no one else took a a Black Talon at all and just went with the Cypher specialists that aren't specialists. But so they come stock with a Energy Shield 2, a jump pack, and the glide ability. That's nice. That makes them versatile. It makes them different than the Cyphers. It's kind of their thing.
They're still good. I know you hate them, but I've always said I've always liked them. The Black Talons.
Yeah, they have. Once you get them up high, then they're gonna really shine. But until then, So the first 2 Black Talons, I gave Energy Shield 2 to as an item. And
so they have Energy Shield 2 and Energy Shield 2. So that's pretty cool.
Energy Shield 4. Yep.
Wow, they get to reroll twice. They get to 2 chances at saving themselves.
So they're gonna have a little more resilience. And since they're rare, I can only take 2 of those.
Well, Jack, don't gloss over the fact that the Energy Shield 2 is rare because all the Energy Shields in the regular book are unique. So they're in and of itself that you could take another Energy Shield, or you could take 2 Energy Shields, or dare I say 3 in this particular list because of the 200-point list is something special. I guess that comes with Nemrat's a little bit more of an ability other than just taking the Cypher Specialist.
You, sir, have you read my mind?
It's a dark place, but I enjoy going there once in a while.
Well, my 3rd Black Talon has the unique Energy Shield 4.
Nice.
So Energy Shield 2 and Energy Shield 4. He's pretty immortal.
So I kind of saw Nemrath's strengths, and the Black Talon became an option for me once I was able to make kind of a survivable fast attack, moving across buildings. So the marionettes, where they'll take some objectives and maybe move around and put some pressures. The Black Talons are going to be, those 3 guys are going to be the stars of the show.
Yeah, they're your tanks. I actually fought Ryan's coach's nephew's Ryan's Asterians, and his leader had I think it was Energy Shield 3 and Energy Shield 4, I think. And that guy was immortal. I could not kill him. My Kalishis were all over him, and just I gave up fighting him eventually because literally it was impossible to kill him. So it would be similar to this guy. You're not going to kill this guy very easily.
You got to think with that, he was rolling 3. Let's just go through it. Let's say you get 4 wounds on him. So he's rolling 3 dice. Then he's rolling another 3 dice, and then another 4 dice. So no matter what, you're always he's always rolling 9 survive dice minimum, And then if he puts 1 or 2 dice into it, then it's like another. So just I remember he was playing a list against me. We were practicing, and I just after a while I didn't even go for it.
No, it was just, you realize quickly it's no point. You can't. Right. You just got to hold him down and make him stop doing things. But that's about it.
And it's like you want to try to pin him, but wait a minute, he's a construct, and so there's almost nothing you can do, and he just waltzes up the thing. It's almost like at the beginning of the original Highlander, fight me, no one will fight me, and the other guy says, come stand by me, and that's what it's like. Nobody wants to touch him, and it's a good strategy to have with these guys since they're so fragile.
Right, and that's a good point because the Black Talons are constructs, so they're going to be really hard to stop. They're not the greatest unit in the game, but I think because of Nemrath and the way the lists work out, that's it's worth putting the Energy Shields on.
Oh yeah,
and then finally, I took a Skyraiser because I do like the 2-4 speed, and now with the way the lighter vehicles work in Deadzone with flight, I think they've just improved so much that I put one in my regular Asterians list all the time. I loved them, but now with flight, because of the latest FAQ, I couldn't pass it up. Size 2, so they've got a little extra, wounds and the speed. Had to do it. So all in all, my list, 199 points with 11 models.
Nothing left over. We're good, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
You don't have like 5
extra...
points just laying around that you're not using?
No. I double checked, triple checked.
Well, that looks good. That's a good list. And I must say, my list is going to be different. And, yeah, we'll find out after the break. How's that sound?
Sounds fantastic.
It sounds good without any bagpipes.
I'll add some in.
I love bagpipes.
Enough of the list already. Now on to the commercials.
Quiet down, boys. I'm trying to listen to Deadzone the Podcast. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. My name is Hiroku, and I'm your friendly neighborhood Blake Lord. Why, yes, I do enjoy listening to Deadzone the Podcast at deadzonegame.podbean.com, even if it is hosted by 2 pathetic humans destined to be part of our glorious plague. Was that gunfire? Damned enforcers are always interrupting my podcast time. Don't forget to go to deadzonegame.podbean.com for all your Deadzone listening pleasure. Now, to destroy these damnable enforcers.
All right. We are back. The award-winning team building exercise. We are doing the Elite Asterians. I think they're already elite, but we're going to get to it. So we just heard Jack's list, and it was on the money, 199 points, bringing a whole mess of stuff. And let's see. Now, when we decided to do the elite lists, they only have one leader, and variety was, what we were looking for. So let's see if Rob's list is any different than Jack's list. So what do you got for us, Taskmaster?
Well, it starts off exact same because I do have Nemrath because it's the only choice.
What?
And it's funny you say that this is the regular Asterians are already elite. I think they're more elite than this elite list. Like, I'd rather have Kalishis and drones and amongst the Sky Razors and the Black Talons.
So this elite list is not as elite as the elite?
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I feel about these lists. But
wow.
Anyways, I'll save that for the end. But
okay.
Yes, I took Nemrath. He does have that Technician 2 in the Recon 3, which is great. His Splat, yeah, it's not situational so much. You can always use it, but it's okay.
It's okay. It's not bad, but it's not something I would want to.
I would choose other ones above it for sure, but
yes, absolutely.
But for me, I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Cypher Specialists as.
Woo!
Because, and I took one Cypher bit, but he's just to fill in some points. So there is one Cypher in my list, but the rest are Cypher Specialists. The first Cypher Specialist has a light missile launcher, which is range 7, AP 2, and I gave him a Hollow Sight because during that tournament that we had at in New York there that Coach put on, that was a thing. People were putting guys lots of Hollow Sights and lots of good weapons with Hollow Sights. You're pretty much turning a missile launcher into a sniper rifle, which is quite nice. You get some height on that guy.
We like to think of us as the East Coast guys. Like, we try to innovate things and just throw a hollow sight on everything.
Yeah, that was good. So I have 2 of those guys, 2 light missile launchers with hollow sights, and they're not survivable. They are vulnerable, so we'll see how it goes. And the next guy I took, because I cannot get away from my indirect, I did take a grenade launcher on 2 of them. So 2 of them have grenade launcher, which is range 5, indirect 3. Only range 5, so it's not as good as the drones. The drones have range 8, which is nice, so you can hit their deployment zones. But Cyphers are a little bit more maneuverable and hideable, so you can hide them in, pop them out, throw some indirect at people.
Are the launchers heavy?
When you shoot indirect, it's always heavy, so it's going to be, you have to use your whole turn, but it's...
We know that now, don't we, Rob?
Well, it was only because we were drunk during our, in the tournament I knew that. It was only at that night before when we were doing the game for the channel there. I only think I only moved them once anyways. I think it was only one time, but.
Yeah, I know, but people get mad.
Yeah, people get butthurt if we get our rules wrong when we're hammered on, what were we drinking?
Oh, we were drinking, Redbreast Irish whiskey.
That's right. So
that's like Jack. That's not no slouch. That's no That's not middle of the mall right there. That's top shelf. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I know. They had a nice square bottle.
Yeah,
I got to tell you though. Let me tell you, Rob came out first class all the way. Rob, right?
Yeah.
I know. I saw
time.
Pictures of the barbecue.
Oh yeah, that was another. Yeah.
Well, we talk about this on the episode 74, so we'll get over that.
Okay, but I'm just saying we just had we had a friendly game that we messed up the rules, admittedly so, and let's move on.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I chided you with is it heavy because that
started everything.
I apologize.
It's true.
That's okay. You know, hey, listen, we're here to learn.
The next cipher is a cipher specialist has the fission beamer, range 10, AP 5. This one is heavy. This is my Strider killer. Or
now, can he take? He could take a fission beamer.
Yep, heavy lance. Yep.
It's not just for the drones.
Nope.
It's not like exclusively. Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep. Heavy lance is his ability to carry that thing.
So you're basically it's almost like you have 2 drones or 3 drones.
Yeah, sort of. They're just the ranges on the grenade launchers aren't as good. But I do have the range 7 on the missile launchers, which really it's like 5 drones, really.
Oh, that's sick. That's pretty good.
So, and with that cipher, I said, my last thing I took was the Sky Racer because I do like him. And with that flight ability, it makes him a lot better now, like Jack said. So, that makes 200 points exactly. And it worked out perfectly. And
nice.
Yeah, the only items I took were the hollow sights, which are great. Hollow sights, after seeing that in the tournament, that's something I learned.
And you took 2, you maxed out with 2, right?
Yeah, 2, yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yep.
So I went defensive, and you were lashing out like a petulant child.
Yeah, My guys aren't. They're glass cannons for sure, literally.
Wow, that is different. We went polar opposite.
Yeah, it's amazing. When Jack told me his list, I was like, "Oh, that's good. My list will be different," and it just works out. The question is Coach's list like either of our lists? So please, Coach, tell us: is it like either of our lists?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. What? Are you crazy? All right. So I went a different route, and I picked Nemrath as my leader.
Excellent.
Oh, wait. You guys did too. All right. Now, the thing with Nemrath is, like, he's got a shoot of 4, fight of 6, and a survive of 5.
Yeah.
Dude, you got to, I don't know why you guys didn't do this. I threw an energy shield 4 on him.
You want to protect him? Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's, he needs to be protected. And you know what? Not for nothing. All right, not for nothing. I'm really sick of these frickin' Asterian players with these frickin' shields that they put on these guys. Because like I'll roll like 8 dice, I'll start with 3 and I'll explode 3 and I'll get like 8 successes on them. And they roll 3 dice and it's like, oh, okay. Well, I rolled 3 saves. I got to make 5 more. I have an energy shield of 2. And what happens? It's an 8 train flowing. And it's like, oh, I got 8. That's good. It's the shields. Not the saves, the shields. And I don't understand. Like, they survive on 5s, but the shields are 6s, and they make all the 6s.
That's where they save it all?
Without fail. It's terrible. So I'm getting back at them. I'm giving him an energy shield 4. So, because that's
Nemrath is not worth saving. Stick him in a building. He's not going to get into a fight. He's not shooting anyone. He's got range 1 for an attack. Stick him in a building and just tell him to sit down and let the big boys play. I would not waste the energy shield on him for a second.
Yeah, but then when you lose your attack too, then you're gonna
that's why you hide him. You have to hide him good.
Stick him in a building and tell him to sit.
Don't tell me about hiding, guys. I invented that. All right, but you got to put it. I want to put an energy shield on him just because you never know. Late game, you got to pull him out or something, or somebody infiltrates or stuff. Be prepared. You got to be prepared just in case, or them like plague dogs or more beasts, or even if I'm playing against another guy with Kalishi or something. Anything with a 2/3.
Yeah, fast movers.
Yeah, they're in your backfield. So, that's why I said give him an energy shield 4. Now I went totally opposite than you guys. All right. I went with not 1, not 2, not 3, but 8 marionettes. Okay?
No.
Yeah, 8 marionettes.
That is awesome.
You gotta do it because you know what? I like Jack said, you're playing shooting on 5s. These guys, they got no armor, no nothing, but there's 8 of them and they're 1 VP. You know what? They could do their jobs. You put them in the right position and they're a construct. Oh, I'm gonna shoot you with my HMG with the holo sight, or I'm gonna shoot you with the dog drum. Okay, no problem. If
Waste
I
your
survive,
points on them. Yeah.
yeah, go ahead. Or if you do, I'm giving up 1 VP. So I like the marionettes more and more. I know Jack loves them.
Yeah.
And the more Jack, the more you campaign for them, the more you make me realize that they're actually a solid troop, man. 565. Listen, if a marionette gets into a fight, things are going sideways for that guy. It's like, oh well, there goes Mike. He's going down. You know what I mean? So that's about it. Now, let's get to the next part, which I'm glad, Jack, you finally come to your senses. Okay, somebody tap that thing. What's going on?
No, it's my
Jack's
dog.
She's doing a little.
We waited long enough. Now she's telling me.
Oh, it's time. She's doing the old soft shoe over there. All right, so let's go. We go 1, 2, tree. Not 1, not 2, but tree. Black Talons. You got to get them. I love them. Energy Shield 2. I just told you about Energy Shield. They are a construct. All right, save a 5. But Shield 2, my goodness. Jump packs. They go anywhere they want. All right. The no rifle is a solid rifle, man. It's a solid thing. They shoot on 3s. These are my snipers. But to make them even better, 2 of them have hollow sights. Okay? You got to have the hollow sights. And you know what? Man, you're going to jump pack them up there. We're going to give them a hollow sight for free. Not for free. For 8 points apiece. Range 5, you almost have a sniper. On a shoot of 3, get them a level above. And, oh man, if you get clear line of sight on them, forget about it. You're in business. And then when you need some shoots and you get a few splats, you got Nemrat's thing, you can re-roll them. It's pretty good, man. I think it's pretty good. You could re-roll whatever you need to get them, and then I'm just re-rolling all the fights. With this army, forget it. Shoots, dice, and extra activations. That's it. Everything else, or even maybe a move if I need it. But yeah, just do that. And then I got 5 points left over. So I'll give 2 of the Black Talons with the hollow sights. We're going to give them the ammo.
Well, I can't have hollow sight ammo.
Oh, I can't? No, yeah. Why
you
not?
can't have more than 1 item.
2 items?
Then, excuse me. Then I will give the marionettes and the other Black Talon. That's what I have. I'm sorry. The other Black Talon that doesn't have a hollow sight, I'll give him ammo.
And 1 of the marionettes?
And 1 of the marionettes, but you know me, I'm going to forget it anyway. So, it's never going to happen. I would have liked to take more energy shields, but they're rare and unique. So
yeah, you can only take 3 in your army.
Yeah. Well, no, you could take 1 unique and then
2 rares, right?
2 rares, but the fact that they're either rare or unique, I don't know. I think the Asterians, maybe this I guess he did unlock it, but I think the Asterians should have more access to their shields. But then again, that can come very OP really quick. That could get out of hand too. So
yeah.
But that's it. That's my list. I'm at 199 with the 2 ammos.
Yep.
So yeah, 1 goes to the Talon, 1 goes to the Marionette, the one without the hollow sight.
Yeah, cool.
And how many troops is that?
That would be 8 troops, 8 marionettes.
No, your model count, your full, what's
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So you beat Jack by 1.
Yeah.
I was thinking too. I was thinking beforehand to not give him the hollow sights, and I was going to take 10 marionettes. That would have been 10 marionettes and 3 Black Talons. That would have given me at 199. But I thought that the hollow sight's just way too good. The only problem is when they get shot. There's a band playing slow jazz music through the streets of New Orleans when one of those guys gets hit. So
Worse than bagpipes.
Worse than bagpipes. But yeah, well that's it. But I love the Black Talons, man. I don't know, Jack. I know you kind of poo-pooed him, but I'm glad you're coming to the table with them. They're actually really good, and they're only, when you think about it, they're only 20 points. for all you're getting.
Yeah, they're a good price.
Yeah, and they're a construct, and the shield makes up for the fact that they're a construct. That's the way I look at it.
That's the thing. Between the construct and vulnerable, you add a shield, or you would just rely on the shield to have it. Kind of, it offsets a bit.
Yeah, I mean they'll still die. You get south of a good roll, and they're gonna die anyway. But the shield, I just love re-rolling dice. And when you have Weight of Fire or Shield or Frenzy, just that stuff. That's so important in this game, just to get another reroll of a dice. We've all been on that side where, you're like, I got you. And the guy rolls 3 dice and gets 2 8s and then comes back and beats you. You know what I mean? Like things that shouldn't happen. Usually like a plague dog or something like that, anything to reroll dice is good. So, that's why I like it. Even that's why I like his rule. His rule is not terrible because you get to reroll dice. Anytime you get to reroll dice, you're having a good game.
Yeah. The more dice you roll, the better.
Correct.
Well, we'll take a break and we'll talk about the lists in general and anything we didn't like. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Yeah, alright, enough already. Now on to the commercials. Oh man, that was a good roll.
Hey Georgie, what are you watching?
Oh, I'm just watching a video on Family of Gamers 777 on YouTube.
What kind of videos are on their channel?
They have hobby videos, live streams, Deadzone and Warpath battle reports, and tons of other great stuff.
Oh cool, I have to check them out.
Remember, that's Family of Gamers 777 on YouTube, the hub for all things miniature wargaming.
So Georgie, what's your favorite video on their channel?
I love them all so much. To pick just one, what do I know?
And welcome back to the award-winning team-building exercise. We're doing the Asterian Elite list, and we've decided what we wanted. Now we got to talk about what we didn't want. So, Rob, walk us through it. Which unit did we not take in this vast pantheon of units?
We actually took all the units. There was nothing that we did not take.
What?
So, but there wasn't, like you say, not that much selection. But I'm amazed because we created 3 different lists that are quite different. Like it's out of that list, I thought for sure we are all going to have something similar, but nothing alike. It was. I'm pretty impressed with us. Hurrah, boys! Hurrah!
Let's give ourselves a little round of applause.
That's why we win awards, Jack. Right there.
That's right.
So then we'll catch you guys next time.
Yeah, that's a letdown.
But let's just talk about this elite list. What do you guys think? Do you think they should have been more selection, or how did you like this list? We'll start with Jack. How did you like the list, Jack?
I liked it. I for 2 reasons. One, because it does mix stuff up a bit, and although Nemrath I could take or leave, the elite list itself gave you options. Let's just switch some stuff up. And 2, I saw in Rob a change from his demeanor. A tournament has hardened him, has made him a visceral killer, because he went balls to the wall, and this list allowed for that in a way that's pleasant. It's a little disturbing, but yeah, I didn't mind it at all. Didn't mind it.
Yeah, the only thing I found with it is that it's not elite enough. Like it's the regular Asterian list, I think, is a lot more elite. This is just a different list. It's not. Maybe it's just the naming convention. They call them elite lists, but I want to see more Black Ops. Maybe I don't know, go a little bit farther. Like you said, Coach. I think we were talking. I don't think this was on mic, but maybe add more. Let them have more energy shields, or I know right now they gave them more, but even more. Something to spice it up a bit more.
Maybe like a Shield 1 common.
Yeah, something just give them a little something to make them the elite of the elite, like the special forces or a special team that's going out there. Otherwise, it's just Nemrath bringing guys with him, and for some reason he doesn't like Kalishi. He's a racist.
What if it worked like Weight of Fire or Frenzy for a save roll? Just you could re-roll 1 save dice. Because of
as a special ability he has or something.
No shield or something. Call it a no shield, and then I get my I get my one, whatever, how many points it would cost, but your one reroll dice. Oh, look at that.
Because we haven't talked about the veer-myn have he has a special ability that's not his splat, and so does Recon. He gets his drone. So yeah, maybe something a little different. There is another elite list coming eventually, I assume, for the Asterians. That's from Warpath. What's that guy's name?
Tenor Go.
Yeah, that's him. Tenor Go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll see. Maybe they'll do something with him too, because he's a Cypher Prime, right?
Yeah, he's a badass, that guy.
So when that comes out, maybe we'll see some different stuff. This was the V1 Elite list, so I think they didn't go as far as they could, and hopefully somebody on the Rules Commission hopefully is listening and tell them to push the envelopes here.
Well, this is actually V2 though, but it's not V1, V2.
Well, I'm saying V1 Elite lists. This is the first group of Elite lists there is.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, what do you think, Coach? What is your opinions?
When we first tackled this one, I was worried because I'm going to say when I was doing the list, it jumped right out at me, and I was like, I'm hoping these guys don't pick the list. That's the one thing we're always worried about. It's like, who's going to pick what? I know Jack's always going for trying to figure out what we're not going to take so he could take the opposite of it. But
I wish I was, but I told Rob earlier, I said I just the list I make it's so very me, but I think it works. Everyone kind of has their own play style, and I think our three lists, we all have different play styles. All kind of they work. They mesh, and it's different opinions. I think we've done a pretty good job thus far of making lists that are in our play styles, and people listening at home can go, I kind of like the cut of his jib. I'm gonna choose that list.
Yeah, but even with this, with the less of a selection, we really all came out with something totally different and going according to our play styles. Now that Rob's a killer, coming from the East Coast, he's
That's right. Yeah. I was exposed to the evil of the East Coast.
Yeah, now you know what competitive Deadzone's all about.
Yeah, that's right. I've been corrupted.
Yeah,
but it does. He's going to be just foaming at the mouth and just lashing out,
murdering people.
I'm not letting you get away with that. Reroll that.
That's right. You can't see my whole model.
I put his gun barrel inside the ruined terrain.
They'd be like, "Am I playing Coach or Rob? What's up with this?"
Oh,
shots fired. Yeah. Shots fired.
I think yes. To gloss over that, though, I do think that it just proves how good a team building exercise is because we've proven that the format works. We had a little hiccup there with the dwarves, but this format, we're keeping it and it's working. And I can't wait for the next one.
I think just Georgie coming in sets the tone. That's the thing. He was scared of the Forge Father. He's for some reason scared of dwarves. I don't know why. I think it's something to do with the Hulk.
Built into him, yeah.
I'm sure there's a story to be told, possibly on the next team building exercise that might just happen to organically appear. But
hey, Rob, you want to hit him with that extra list that we made while we were off camera?
Sure, yeah, you can let him know. We'll do a little bonus list here.
So listen, you take Nemrath. Ready, Jack? You take Nemrath.
Okay.
And you take 10 marionettes. Okay? Then you take 3 Sky Razors and 1 Black Talon. And 1 Black Talon.
Yeah, that's a
so let's list. So that's 4 and 10 is 14, and Nemrath would be 15. That's naked. That's 200 points on the dot. Because it's Nemrath is 30, and then you get 100 for the other dudes, right?
Marionettes, yeah.
And then you have what? That's how many points left? That's 130.
And then the 3 Sky Razors is 20 apiece. That's 60.
Right, and then you get so that's 30 and 60 is how much? That's 190.
90.
Yeah, there you go. And then you would take one more. I guess you would take 11. You don't take the black. So it was 2 Sky Razors and 1 Black Talon. That's what it was to make it all right. Is that right?
Or yep, either 3 Sky Razors or 2 Sky Razors and a Black Talon with 11 marionettes, isn't it?
Yes, 11 because it's 190 with that. So then you would add one more.
I don't know who has 3 Sky Razors or 2 Sky Razors. But,
or 11 marionettes.
11 marionettes, but if you could field that, that would look... Your display board would be bristling.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 11. It would be 11. That'd be crazy. 11 marionettes, and then you can go... You can actually do 3 Sky Razors.
Yep. It's either 3 Sky Razors or 3 Black Talons.
Or 2 Black Talons and 1 Sky Razor, or 2 Sky Razors and 1 Black Talon.
Any combo within, yep.
And any combo, because they're all 20 points. So, yeah, that's enough. That's the one I thought Jack was going to take.
Well, I do love me my vehicles, and the new FAQ makes them it punches them up a little bit. I don't know. I think any one of our lists you could play, and it would be competitive that we just made tonight, and that's all you can ask for.
Yeah, feeling good about these.
Yeah, it's fun stuff.
Good stuff.
Who are we doing next time, Coach? I think it's your turn to choose. What's the faction that we are going to do?
Man, all right. So we gotta figure it out. Because we don't know what's left. All right, so let's go through the book.
I'll tell you right now. It's Marauders. Plague. Rebs. And Veer-myn.
I've been liking me some Veer-myn lately. I'll be honest with you. The new and improved Veer-myn, I've been liking them.
Gotta like them.
Yeah, but
and a lot of these other lists, they have the new in the new FAQ, the new teams too, the weapons teams. So that might change up some of the lists too.
Yeah.
Just glad we didn't do those yet.
Yeah, we worked out good. So, but I do like those Saphir Lancers. I do like. I've been in their corner a lot, but then again, there's that new plague list. So I guess there's only one choice is for us to do the Veer-myn next time.
Veer-myn. Yes. Yeah, Jack will be happy with that.
Yes,
and those dirty rats.
Yeah.
Well, now we could finally put to bed the fact that everybody always goes on Facebook and is like, yeah, but if you take the Piper, if you take the Piper, well, now we're taking the Piper.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and we'll see actually if he's that good, if he could stand up to the challenge, The
scrutiny.
Well, we'll wrap it up, and thank you for listening to this team building exercise. We thought the Asterians would be Asterians, but they turned out to be pretty good. I've been Rob.
And I'm Jack.
And I'm Coach.
Thank you, and good night.
Bagpipes.
That's another show down the drain. Why do you people listen to this garbage? I guess if you want the list that these people made, you can go to deadzonegame.podbean.com and you can see a YouTube version of the show on the Family Gamer 777 channel. Yeah, I wouldn't do either, but then again, what do I know?